Have you ever wondered if royal couples who made headlines with their breakups actually found their way back to each other behind closed palace doors? Well, not all royal love stories end with heartbreak. Some come back stronger, with secret reunions hidden from the public eye. But who are those couples? Therefore, in today's video, we're diving into 12 royals who secretly got back together after breaking up, and trust me, some of these stories are more shocking than their original breakups. So without further ado, let's begin. At number 12, we've got Count Nikolai of Denmark's story. He's linked with Benedict Thorstrup, with whom he briefly split up and then got back together. Benedict Thorstrup is a Danish entrepreneur and business student who's been dating Count Nikolai of Montpezat for several years. They met in 2018 when they were both students at Copenhagen Business School. The couple has shared experiences studying abroad together, including a semester in Paris and another in Sydney, Australia, where Benedict studied at the University of Technology in Sydney. They've been publicly affectionate and supportive of each other's endeavors, with Benedict making her catwalk debut at Copenhagen Fashion Week while Nikolai watched from the front row. Count Nikolai has also built a modeling career alongside his studies and royal duties, and Benedict runs a family business focused on hair accessories and fashion items. In 2023, the couple prepared for a move to Australia together, reflecting a stable and committed relationship. However, there was a significant event in the Danish royal family where Queen Margaret II stripped Nikolai and his siblings of their princely titles in early 2023, which was met with sadness by the family, including Nikolai himself. This incident affected his relationship too. As a result, they split for a few months. However, due to their love for each other, they eventually got back together. At number 11, we've got Princess Eugenie's story. She and Jack Brooksbank met in March 2010 during a ski trip to Switzerland, introduced by mutual friends. They described their meeting as, quote, love at first sight. After their initial meeting, Eugenie was studying at Newcastle University and Jack was working in London. Despite the distance, they maintained a close relationship. In 2013, Eugenie moved to New York City to work for an online auction house, while Jack remained in London managing Mahiki nightclub. This period from 2013 to 2015 was challenging for the couple due to the physical separation. They even took a brief break from each other during this period. Jack addressed the situation in a 2013 interview, stating, "We spend a lot of time on Skype. It's great. We are still very much together. However, friends and reports confirm they didn't remain as a couple throughout this entire time, but they did find a way to stay close despite the distance and eventually got back together." And by 2015, Eugenie had returned to London and Jack was increasingly present at royal family events, signaling their relationship was not always on solid ground. In January 2018, after 7 years together, Jack proposed during a romantic trip to Nicaragua. They married October 12, 2018 at St. George's Chapel, Windsor. Next, we've got Princess Charlene of Monaco's story. Princess Charlene met Prince Albert of Monaco at the Mare Nordstrom International Swimming Event meet in Monaco in 2000. Their relationship became public in 2006 at the Turin Winter Olympics. After several years of dating, they announced their engagement June 2010. In the lead up to their wedding, July 2011, intense rumors circulated that Charlene tried to leave Monaco multiple times. French magazine L'Express reported that Charlene tried to leave during a wedding dress fitting in France and again at Nice airport, allegedly trying to return to South Africa. The journal Day the Manche reported that she started to live at the South African embassy in Paris. These reports suggested that Charlene had cold feet or misgivings about the marriage, possibly due to the revelations about Prince Albert's personal life, including paternity suits acknowledging children born before their relationship. Despite the rumors, the palace and the couple denied that Charlene was ever forced to stay or that she tried to escape. The wedding proceeded as planned. The civil ceremony took place July 1st, 2011, followed by a religious ceremony the following day. During their wedding, images of Charlene wiping away tears further fueled speculation about her emotional state and the veracity of the split rumors. Despite the rocky lead-up, they remained together. They even welcomed twins December 2014. At number 9, we've got Prince William of Wales' story. William and Kate met in 2001 as students at the University of St. Andrews and have been dating since around 2003 or 2004, with their relationship becoming public in 2004. They were seen together at various events, including William's graduation from Sandhurst in 2006, signaling Kate's growing acceptance into the royal circles. In April 2007, amid intense media scrutiny and pressure, the couple took a break and officially split for a few months. The breakup was reportedly influenced by an overwhelming set of media attention and the challenges of balancing their young relationship with public life. Kate later reflected on this period, saying it was difficult but made her stronger as a person and helped her realize the importance of maintaining her own identity outside of the relationship. William described the split as the time when they were both young and figuring out who they were, needing space to grow individually. And then by summer 2007, just a couple of months after their split, William and Kate rekindled their romance. Their renewed relationship was marked by a secret getaway to the Seychelles in 2007, where they enjoyed a romantic vacation away from the public eye. After nearly a decade of dating, William proposed to Kate October 2010 during a trip to Kenya. William and Kate married April 29, 2011 at the famous Westminster Abbey. And just when you thought it couldn't get more scandalous, wait till you hear which prince or princess calls it quits and then slid back into their partner's life like nothing even happened. Next, we've got Prince Amadeo of Belgium story. Prince Amadeo and Elizabeth Rosbach von Wolkenstein met in London, where Amadeo studied at the London School of Economics and Lily attended Queen Mary University. The couple dated for about 7 years, maintaining their relationship while living and working together in New York City. Amadeo as a banker and Lily as a journalist. Their engagement was officially announced by the Belgian royal court February 15, 2014, with both families expressing happiness and support. They married July 5, 2014 at the Basilica of Santa Maria in Rome, attended by members of the Belgian royal family and European aristocracy. Since their marriage, Amadeo and Lily have had 3 children and live a private life in Basel, in Switzerland, where Amadeo works for his father's private bank. However, the only problem related to their relationship was administrative. When Prince Amadeo initially lost his succession rights to the Belgian throne because he did not obtain the royal required consent before marrying, it caused a rift between the two and they briefly split. However, this was later rectified by a royal decree in 2015 restoring his place in the line of succession, and they got back together. Both Amadeo and Lily have kept a low public profile, focusing on their careers and family, and do not undertake official royal engagements. At number 7, we've got Princess Maria-Olympia of Greece and Denmark story. Princess Maria-Olympia and Peregrine Pearson, heir to the 4th Viscount Cowdray, began dating in 2020. The couple has been seen together at high-profile events and enjoyed vacations together for several years. Their relationship brought together 2 notable families. Maria-Olympia is the daughter of Crown Prince Pavlos of Greece and Denmark, while Peregrine is heir to one of Britain's wealthiest aristocrat estates. However, speculation about a split between them in the summer of 2023 when Peregrine was notably absent from Maria-Olympia's 27th birthday in July. Friends noted they had not been seen together in public since November 2022. By September 2023, multiple outlets confirmed the breakup. Maria-Olympia unfollowed Peregrine on Instagram and removed all photos of him, further fueling reports. Sources close to the couple said that they grew apart, and friends in the family who had hope for marriage were disappointed. However, they got back together after the split. That being said, it was not a reunion in the true sense. They broke up again. Maria-Olympia has remained single in the public eye, focusing on her modeling career and family events, including serving as a bridesmaid at her aunt's wedding in September 2024. On the other hand, Pearson was publicly linked to actress Sophie Turner by late 2023 and early 2024, confirming it moved on. Next, we've got Princess Nikolaos of Greece's story. Prince Nikolaos and Tatiana Blotnik had a long-term relationship before their engagement was officially announced the 28th of September 2009 by the King Constantine of London. Their relationship was stable enough to lead the marriage, which took place the 25th of August 2010 at the Orthodox Church of St. Nicholas in Greece. Tatiana, born in Venezuela and raised in Switzerland, had worked as an event planner for Diane von Furstenberg before resigning July 2010 to focus on wedding preparations. She wore a gown designed by Venezuelan designer Angel Sanchez and was loaned the antique corsage tiara from her mother-in-law, Queen Anne-Marie, for the wedding. However, they did break up briefly before their engagement. After some time, they got back together, setting aside their problems. They got engaged, which led to the marriage. However, the couple eventually announced their amicable separation and divorce April 2024 after nearly 14 years of marriage. The Greek royal household issued a statement emphasizing the mutual respect and deep appreciation they have for each other despite the decision to dissolve their marriage, and they intended to maintain a relationship of sincere friendship moving forward. Tatiana retained her royal title following the divorce. Both continued to live and work in Greece, where they both felt at home. At number 5, we've got Princess Clare of Luxembourg story. Princess Clare and Prince Felix first met in 2001 while studying at College Alpin International Beausoleil. a prestigious boarding school in Switzerland. Their initial connection was strong as a friendship that eventually blossomed into a romantic relationship over the year. They were often seen together at family events, including the wedding of Prince Felix's cousin in 2012, which sparked public speculation about their relationship. The couple announced their engagement 13th of December 2012, nearly 11 years after they first met. The announcement was made official by the Grand Ducal household. However, they did end up hitting the pause button before their engagement. The main reason behind that brief breakup was their differences. However, they got rid of their differences and got back together. Eventually, their civil wedding took place on the 17th of September 2013, all in Taunus, Germany, the bride's place of residence following tradition. A religious ceremony was held the 21st of December 2013 at the Sainte Marie Madeleine Basilica in Saint Maximin la Sainte Baume, France. The venue was chosen due to the couple's fondness for the Provence region. Upon marriage, Clare became Her Royal Highness Princess Clare of Luxembourg, Princess of Nassau. Clare is also a bioethics researcher and co-founder of the children's brand Young Empire. They have 3 children and are regarded as genuinely down-to-earth and relatable by the Luxembourgish public. Next, we've got Prince Joachim of Denmark's story. Prince Joachim and Marie Cavalier began dating in 2004, shortly after Joachim's separation from his first wife Alexandra in 2004 and subsequent divorce in 2005. However, their relationship experienced a brief breakup before they got engaged. Despite this temporary separation, they reconciled and became engaged on the 3rd of October 2007 as officially announced by the Danish court. They married the 24th of May 2008 at the church in Schalkenborg Castle in Denmark. The wedding date was symbolically chosen to coincide with the 73rd anniversary of the wedding of Joachim's grandparents, King Frederick IX and Queen Ingrid. The couple has 2 children together, Count Hendrik and Countess Athena. Joachim also has 2 sons, Count Nikolai and Count Felix, from his first marriage to Alexandra. None of Joachim's children hold the title of Royal Highness since 2023, are styled as Count and Countess of Malpezade, a change that caused sadness within the family. In 2022, Queen Margaret II stripped the royal titles of Joachim's children, leading to a family rift and relocation of Joachim and Marie's family to Washington, D.C., where Joachim works as a defense attaché. Princess Marie has publicly described the family's situation as, quote, complicated. Despite these challenges, Joachim and Marie remain a united couple, navigating both royal duties and personal family matters together. Hold up, the next 3 couples on this list just didn't reunite, they took their relationship to another level. You will not believe who it is. At number 3, we've got Princess Stephanie of Monaco's story. Stephanie began a relationship with her bodyguard, Daniel Ducarret, in 1992, despite him already having a girlfriend who was 6 months pregnant at the time, which caused the scandal as Stephanie was seen as the third party in that relationship. Stephanie's father, Prince Rainier III, strongly opposed their relationship, but eventually relented, and the children were included in the line of succession after Stephanie and Daniel married. Stephanie and Daniel Ducarret were married the 1st of July 1995 in a private civil ceremony in Monaco's City Hall. The marriage quickly ran into trouble when Daniel Ducarret was caught cheating. The affair caused a major scandal in Monaco, resulting in a brief pause of their relationship. Following the exposure of the affair, Stephanie and Daniel briefly tried to reconcile, but the damage was irreparable. Hence, Stephanie's filed for divorce on 16th of September 1996, and the divorce was finalized the 4th of October, just over a year after their wedding. Ducarret expressed remorse and suggested he might have been the victim of a setup or a, quote, honey trap disguised designed to disgrace them, and he later won damages in court for this. Daniel Ducarret was effectively banished from the Monegasque court after the scandal, but later remained in Monaco, making it one of the most talked about incidents in Monaco. Next, we've got Princess Martha Louise of Norway's story. Martha Louise publicly announced her relationship with Derek Vera, an American self-styled shaman and conspiracy theorist, in May 2019 after meeting him through a mutual friend the previous year. Their partnership extended beyond romance into professional collaboration, organizing seminars titled, quote, The Princess and the Shaman, which drew widespread criticism for promoting unscientific claims. Norwegian media and public figures harshly criticized Vera, labeling him as a charlatan and conspiracy theorist. Former Prime Minister Ernest Solberg and other officials publicly condemned his views as dangerous and unfounded. Martha Louise herself has claimed spiritual abilities like communicating with angels, adding to the unconventional nature of their public image. The couple faced intense public pressure and media backlash in Norway, which strained their relationship. They experienced a rough patch under the weight of public criticism and controversy. This resulted in a brief pause in their relationship, creating a rift between the two. Despite these challenges, they reconciled and continued their relationship, demonstrating resilience amid the scrutiny. In June 2022, Martha Louise and Verrett announced their engagement, sharing heartfelt messages about their love and growth. Verrett followed traditional protocol by asking King Harold V and Queen Sonja for her daughter's hand in marriage, receiving their blessing. The couple married in a private ceremony the 31st of August 2024 in Geergranger, Norway. Norway. And at number 1, we've got Prince Carl Philip's Sweden story. Prince Carl Philip met Sophie Helgqvist in summer of 2009 through a mutual friend at a nightclub in Bostad in Sweden. At the time, Carl Philip had recently ended a decade-long relationship with Emil Pernald. The couple tried to keep their relationship private, entering venues separately and using different names on phone calls to avoid press attention. Despite their efforts, the media uncovered Sophie's past, including compromising photos for a men's magazine and her appearance on the reality show Paradise Hotel, which led to widespread criticism and public scrutiny. This intense negative media attention put strain on their relationship, reportedly causing brief breakups during their early dating days. Despite the rough patch, Carl Philip and Sophie reconciled and continued their relationship. The Swedish royal court officially confirmed their relationship July 2010. They moved in together in Stockholm in April 2011, and on the 27th of June 2014, after several years together, their engagement was announced. Carl Philip proposed at a special place meaningful to them, though they kept details private. The couple married the 13th of June 2015 in a ceremony at the royal carpet of Stockholm's royal palace, attended by thousands and numerous foreign royals. Sophie was granted the title Princess of Sweden, Duchess of Varnland, and the couple have 4 children. With this, we end today's video. We'll be back with a new video shortly. Until then, happy watching and do subscribe to our channel if you still haven't.